No, it was at the hands. It was called. His name was Dwayne Ludwig. Dwayne Ludwig showed me that I need to work on my boxing. My man piped me with the right hand. I don't remember, and this is after being a UFC world champion and everything else. And he hit me with the right hand. I don't remember it. I don't remember. They're like, well, "What do you remember in the fight?" I'm like, "Ding ding." Are you serious? I go, "Yeah, that's all I remember is ding ding." I don't. And then he blasted me with the right hand. You know what I mean? Boss shooting in his corner. I was out, but I was fighting for like a minute 45 seconds. I have no idea what I was doing. No clue. And then he hit me with the hook, rolled underneath, and see. But I was always into boxing. I boxed with everybody, but I didn't really. Then me and Robbie Lawler, I started sitting back watching boxing, watching the movement, watching Tyson, watching Cesar Chavez, you know what I mean? Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace. You know, all these great fighters, watching their footwork, watching a young Evander Holyfield, you know what I mean? Like a Michael Moore when he was younger, things like that. And I really got into boxing. And then, of course, because I was already a pro MMA fighter, they wouldn't let me do amateur. And I didn't want to have to, get it. So I was like, well, I might as well, because again, you need to have that live crowd, that unfamiliar face, and get out there and have that accountability. So I just went pro. It's like, yeah, might as well, just kind of working my hands, which I think it was a good thing and a bad thing because after a while, because again, where the sport was, and I was always trying to be exciting, everybody kind of booed with the way I would just wrestle, control everybody, break down their offense, destroy what they were doing, became a dominant world champion, you know what I mean? And then, that was the one thing but everybody thought that was so boring. Like this was back in the day where if you shot a takedown, half the crowd booed. They were still tough man people, right? So it's one of the things where like, well, I'll tell you what, I want to work on my hands. And then I became too addicted to it because the minute you go out there and just, what? You mean I can end this fight in 10 seconds? I've been fighting these guys for 25 minutes with all this wrestling and everything. All I got to do is just go out there and land one of these. All right. And then as I got older, it's like, hey, it's probably time to stop throwing those hands like that and start grabbing a hold of people and becoming the backpack again. But I couldn't get out of it because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? But so that's, I had to go pro because Dwayne Ludwig taught me real quick with that knockout. I was like, well, I got to work on my hands a lot more than I thought I did.